Number 2020.
Let me get it. I got it. Just unloosen that. Okay. It says here, to begin to grow ripe or begin to dawn or draw on. So when they came, he was already gone. So it was drawing towards a new day. Now, read that again. Matthew 28 and 1.
Matthew 28 and 1. And at the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre.
They came to see the sepulchre and what?
And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of the Lord descended from heaven, and came and rolled back the stone from the door, and sat upon it. His countenance was like lightning, and his raiment white as snow. And for fear of the keepers did shake, and became as dead men. And the angel answered and said unto the woman, Fear not ye, for I know that ye seek Yeshua.
I know you're seeking the Yeshua, which is Jesus. Read.
Which was crucified.
Read.
He is not here.
He is what?
He is not here.
He is not here. So he wasn't there on a Sunday. He's not there.
Don't say anything.
He's gone. Read.
For he is risen. As he said, come see the place where the Lord lay, and go quickly, and tell his disciples that he is risen from the dead.
So I need you to go see where he was so you can tell the disciples he's gone. Before the Sabbath. Now, they use certain information, or they place certain words in the book, in the English, to deceive the people, knowing that we would one day research this information. But this is what we'll do now. We're going into the Greek to show you their deception. Because Satan is a deceitful worker, transforming himself into an angel of light. So he would use deceit. He knew that the Bible would get transferred from Greek to English or Hebrew to English. So they did a few play of words in the English, but if you know what was there before they translated it, it totally exposed their deception. Let's get it. Get Mark 16. Mark 16. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right. Read Mark 16 and 9.
Mark 16 and 9. Now when Yeshua was risen, early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils.
Now let's examine that for a second. Because this is the scripture they use to say, we're going to switch it to Sunday, based on the fact that Jesus was risen early the first day of the week. Boy, it looks like they got you, don't they? Now, let's see what words were there in the Greek. Let's go to 44:13 out of your Strongs. Let's go to 44:13 first. 44:13. Make sure they highlight it now so that we can show them. 44:13. And go to 45:21 in the Greek. If you have your Strong's Concordance on Eastward, look at it. Or you can go to thegatheringofchristchurch.com and look at the Strong's Concordance. You got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now read the 9th verse again.
Verse 9. Now when Yeshua was risen, early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils.
Read. Now when Yeshua or Jesus was risen early, it says the first day of the week, right? First day of the week. That first is 44:13 in your Greek. And it reads, foremost in time, place, or order, or before. So before, it says the first day of the week, right? Mm-hmm. Let's see what week is in your Greek. 45:21. Before, this is the word week now. 45:21 in your Greek. Before the Sabbath. So in Greek, it did not say now when Yeshua was risen early the first day of the week. It said, now when Yeshua was risen before the Sabbath, before or the beginning or before the Sabbath, look at that word there. They switched the word week to Sabbath purposely. I mean, they switched from Sabbath to week purposely to hide the deception. That's how ingrained the Sunday worship was in ancient Babylon. That they would do anything to have the people worship the ancient sun, S-U-N. That they would lie and switch the word from Sabbath to week. Week wasn't there at all. Week was not there at all. It's the Sabbath. Now read it again.
Mark 16:9. Now when Yeshua was risen, early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary.
Early the first day of the Sabbath. The first day of the Sabbath, that word is Sabbath there, not week at all. Early the first day of the Sabbath, or the first Sabbath, or the beginning Sabbath, that's what it's talking about there. Read.
He appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils.
That's crystal clear. What are the scriptures they use? Let's go to 1 Corinthians 16:2. What are the scriptures they use to say that the Bible backs their Sunday worship? 1 Corinthians 16, let's start at the first verse. They'll take you here too.
1 Corinthians 16:1.
Read.
Now concerning the collection for the saints.
This is the collection for the saints. Okay, this is when the saints would come together to collect money so that Paul and the other disciples could get to their, can get to their respective countries. Read it.
As I have given order to the churches of Galatia, even so do ye.
Go ahead.
Upon the first day of the week.
Upon what?
Upon the first day of the week.
Upon the first day of the week, read.
Let every one of you lay by him in store, as the Most High hath prospered him.
Now, that's interesting. Let's see what week is that. 1 Corinthians 16:2. I'm going to look this up as I'm speaking to you now. I didn't even look at this yet. It so happened we found the one in Mark. A brother asked me about the one in Mark while we were down in Detroit. And I just said, well, let's look at the Greek and see what it was. And week wasn't there at all. It was Sabbath. So let's see if it's the same here. Week. Let's see, 1 Corinthians. And wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? That's a shame. That first day of the week on 1 Corinthians 16:2 is Sabbath also. It's 45:21. This is what Constantine and the Roman Catholic Church did. Let me put it out there so they can see.
You might take a listen to this yourself.
45:21, which says Sabbath. So all the scriptures they go to for the first day of the week is Sabbath. It have nothing to do with the first day of the week. So Satan did that because he would think to change times and laws. So do you think the pastors will go into the Greek and see what was there and take it to their congregations and say, listen, we were deceived. That we're not supposed to be dealing with Easter Sunday because Christ didn't rise on Easter Sunday. That's the goddess of stars So that's a celebration for the goddess of star, the queen mother of heaven of ancient Babylon, Nimrod's mother/wife.